Capricorn. Welcome back to Angel's Light Tarot. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly general message for October 28th through November the 3rd. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. Today we are using the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland with the regular Writer's deck and the regular plain deck. So let's get into this. Yes. And we're going to, if this takes too long, because I'm not used to using all of these cards, but the angels are talking to me and I have to listen. And they're like, more information, right? More information. So here we go. Now with these, with the psychic cards, I like to, Capricorn, I like to only pull them out upright because I want all the positive energy that we can muster out of this deck. Thank you, John Holland. Thank you for this beautiful deck. Yes. Okay, all right. What else is going on here for... There you go. What else is going on here for Capricorn? What was that? Yes. Now, regular plain deck. This is taking too long. I hope it's not. But if this is taking too long, you know what to do. Yes. Like, what do I do? Oops, hold on. Whoa, that was pretty far. But you know what? The angel said, read it. Read it. Okay, angels and guides, what is going on here? One more, Capricorn. Just one more. Oh. All right, there we go. What's going on? I'm just kidding. Okay, major theme. Are you ready? Major theme for the week, for these 7 days, Capricorn, is the 5 of Cups reversed with the Light card and the 9 of Clubs and the 6 of Clubs. So this week, I feel like you are starting to emotionally pay attention to what is secure in your life. I feel like you have been focusing on something in the recent past that was kind of shaky, you weren't so sure about it. But this week, you're focusing on what matters and what is, I feel like it's what's been there all along. Like you're tapping into some stability here, okay? All right, and how is that? Because yes, the light, the angels are illuminating. It's like the angels are showing you, you've been focusing on this the whole time, but you need to focus on that, okay? All right? And I feel like with the 9 of Clubs, I feel like you are ready to talk. You are ready to speak about this that you are now focusing on. I feel like this is a part of your purpose. Yeah, focusing on what matters. Not necessarily what matters, focusing on what is stable, focus on what the universe is like. I see it's like here's a situation right here that's very stable, that's been there the whole time, right? And then here's a situation that's not stable. It's like a 3-legged chair and it's not stable. And you've been focusing, trying to get this chair to stay up, blah, blah, blah. And it won't because it's missing something, right? So now it's like the universe, the angels are like, taking this light, like what you've been focusing on, and moving it over here on what is stable, what is emotionally stable. And you're ready to talk about it. You're ready to talk about what is stable in your life, what makes sense, what feels good, what is going to bring peace. That's what I feel. That's definitely what I feel. Now, in the recent past, you had the King of Wands, Capricorn, with the Hope card, the 3 of Hearts, and the Jack of Hearts. So in the recent past, I feel like you were on top of your game, but you weren't really on top of your game. You weren't really paying attention. You were there, but you weren't paying attention. And because now you weren't paying attention, because you weren't paying attention in the recent past, it's like you had to hope and wish and blah, 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 blah. I hope it works out okay, because I feel like you weren't paying attention to the details, if you know what I mean. And the Three of Hearts is like, then you began to worry, and then there was some type of sacrifice you had to make. And it was all because you weren't really paying attention to something that you should have been paying attention to. Now, in the middle of the week, Capricorn, 1,000 in the recent past, forget about it, it's gone, okay? Now, in the middle of the week, we have the Emperor card reversed with discontent and boredom, 6 of diamonds, and the King of Hearts. So I feel like you are just kind of like not putting up a fight. You're just kind of like, come whatever, da 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 da. I feel like you're like la da 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 da. You're just like whatever. That's what I hear, like whatever, right? And because you are in that state of whatever, you're becoming bored and just like not putting up a fight. You're just like It's not causing. You're just like yeah, all right. You're just listening. I hear you just listening. I'm just listening, right? You're just listening. Oh, okay. And I feel like it's just like it's not going to change. This boredom is not going to change until the King of Hearts steps in, when you get control of your emotions. So I feel like you will start feeling a little bit better when you actually start speaking on your own behalf, and you're but you're not doing it in a negative way. No, you're not. You're doing it in a, hey, I feel like it should be this way, or I feel like it should be that way, or I feel this, or I feel that. Claim what you feel, Capricorn. Claim it, okay? Don't let. I feel like someone is just like talking to you, and you're listening and listening and listening. Yeah, but you got to speak too. Okay, you have an opinion as well. Okay, so when we look at the end of the week, we have the Devil card, with the moving on, the 2 of Spades, and the Ace of Spades. So I feel like by the end of the week, something that you have been attached to that probably wasn't very healthy for you, I feel like you're ready to let it go. Let it go. It's almost like it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a side hustle, it could be whatever it is, like whatever you're addicted to. This is a general message. So there's all kinds of addictions out there. There's relationships, there's chocolate, there's cigarettes, there's alcohol, there's whatever it is, okay? You're ready to move on from whatever you felt was holding you in one spot, right? Now you're moving on. When you're moving on to a new situation. I'm sorry, but you're moving on to a new situation, and I feel that you're like you're not moving on alone. I feel like you're not moving on alone. You're moving on with someone, right? And this Ace of Spades is saying there is definitely something new coming. And I feel like, why do I feel like? I feel like you're moving on to something, to a new way of being, and this new way of being is like you're not emotional about it. Almost like, why do I want to say you're becoming more, it's more of a friendship. I don't know what that means to anybody. I'm just picking up. It's more of a friendship. Partnerships. I feel like you're moving into a partnership. So if something has been draining for you, and you feel like you couldn't let go of a situation, you're ready to let it go. You're ready to move on from it. And this 2 of Spades is like, I feel like you're going to connect to a friend or a friend. Well, I keep getting friend, partnership. And I feel like there is a new beginning coming. Maybe you're moving on from a partnership and starting something new. Yeah. If that resonates, leave a message, okay? All right, now, your bonus is, yes, walking away. Someone is walking away from a situation. Now, as they walk away, or as you're walking away, you're still looking behind. You're not like gone. You know, there's a gone for the day, gone for the night. Okay, you're not gone. Okay, you're definitely not. And I feel like because you're not gone, I feel like there's something that you are going to have to stand your ground with. I feel like feel like whoever is leaving, if it's not you, because remember, this is a general message. If this is not you, I feel like whomever is leaving, you know that they're kind of leaving something behind. You know, they're kind of, whatever they're leaving behind, you're not very happy about it, and you're standing your ground about it. So if this is someone leaving behind something, or you leaving behind, you're still going to be standing your ground, right? And the King of Cups is reversed, is telling me that you are going to definitely stand in your power. And with this Queen of Wands, I feel like you definitely are going to be in control of this situation. You're bringing people down. I feel like you're bringing people down this week. You're standing your ground. You might even be walking away from something. I kind of get walking away from something this week, because I feel like these people, these energies that you're bringing down, you're standing your ground with, I feel like they're not so sure why you are doing this. With the shadow card, they're not so sure. You might not even be sure. You might even change your feelings about it, because you feel like you're not so sure if you're doing the mature thing to do. You're not so sure if what you're doing is the mature thing to do, or what they're doing is the mature thing to do. But you're definitely going to end the week by talking about it, by communicating with it. But it doesn't negate the fact that there will be areas where someone, you or the cross watcher, is going to have to stand their ground. There is a lot going on here. I feel like it's a matter of paying attention to what's going on, speaking your truth, listening, being a good listener. Please be a good listener, but then you also have to speak what you need to speak. You're ready to detach from any, if there was something that you were tied to, very, very much tied to, I feel like you're ready to let that go and move on to a partnership or a friendship. You're ready to start new. You're walking away, or someone is walking away from something old, but they keep looking back. They keep looking back about the past. They keep looking back in the past. And because of that looking back, because of that reminiscent, I feel like there is like, stop looking back into the past. That's what I'm, stop looking back into the past, right? And I feel like that, somebody's going to get, I feel like somebody's going to get like told off or something, like, but it's unclear of why somebody is upset, because it's just unclear. There's uncertainty of why someone's standing their ground. But whomever it is that's standing their ground, they're willing to take down people. Yeah, but they don't even know why. And it's in the feelings. I feel like it's in the feelings. Like, it's a heat of the moment. It's in the feelings. And then afterwards, it's like a regret. But it's because you don't want to be the way you were before. So you're trying to change up, right? You're trying to change up, but you're not so sure. Like, maybe hypothetically speaking, you're in a relationship and you're codependent on this relationship, and you don't want to be anymore. So you're cutting, and you're trying to walk away, and you're trying to stand your ground. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm willing to go forward, but I'm only going to go forward in a non-codependent. I'll be your friend, but it's going to be something new. It's going to be something like you won't recognize this friendship anymore, right? This relationship anymore, or it's like dependent on. I don't know, but I'm feeling like dependent on. I feel like it's dependent on something from the past. The way things used to be. You're ready to move on from the way things used to be. But it's hard. It's really hard. It's not easy. Like, you're just like, gosh, like, but it's, you know what? You don't want to move on, but it's moving on anyway. You know, things are progressing anyway. Things are going anyway. So I feel like life is changing. Life is definitely changing. And somebody keeps thinking about the past. Somebody keeps going back. Remember when, and they're trying to stand their ground. And you're like, no, forget about the past. We're moving forward, right? Someone's getting heated, upset about, someone keep looking back into the past. Like, stop looking back into the past. Yeah, I just feel like Be mindful this week on how you speak. Be mindful on how you communicate, what you communicate, because it can easily turn into an argument. So just be mindful and remember the way you speak to people is you give them the permission to speak to you the same way. And if someone speaks to you in a not loving way, if you, like, you could keep it going. You could keep it going. Or you could say, you know what, I understand how you feel. Yes. And then walk away and come back later, okay? So I send you joy, namaste, and much, much love sent your way.